here. I'm not sure what it is where you are, but I am in Central Time here in Illinois. My wife and I have made it back to my in-laws, and we'll spend a couple of days with them before heading out to the Baptist World Board meeting. And what a great time at the Pastor's Toolbox in Wisconsin. What a wonderful experience to rub shoulders with men of God from all different areas and all different sizes of churches, and but all on the same team, uh, trying our best to help people come to a right conclusion about Jesus and what that means for salvation and sanctification and service. And to be able to just fellowship was so sweet. And thank God for Camp Shatek and the toolbox and an opportunity to meet some new pastors and to reacquaint with others and to catch up with our friends. And what a joy that was. But we're glad to have seen a little bit of family in Wisconsin, and now down to spend a couple more days with our in-laws or my in-laws is precious. We're in John chapter 7, and I've entitled this one, Timing is Important. You can do the right thing at the wrong time and be out of the will of God. And you can do the wrong thing at the right time and be out of the will of God. It is never right to do wrong for a chance to do right. And so timing is important. And timing is oftentimes something that lends itself to maturity. Immature kids tend to not think through timing or appropriateness. Something pops into their mind, they want to do it. Something pops into their mind, they say it. Really, timing is tied to maturity. And the more mature spiritually we are, the more mature we are naturally, the better we will be at timing. Comedians will tell you that when it comes to jokes, timing is everything. And you probably would agree with that. When it comes to addressing problems in business or in companies or in churches or in families, timing is important. Jesus is going to teach us in the first 9 verses of John chapter 7 that timing is important. After these things, Jesus walked in Galilee, for he would not walk in Jewry, which is basically Judea, the region of Judea, because the Jews sought to kill him. Now the Jews' feast of the tabernacles was at hand. His brethren therefore said unto him, Depart hence and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest. For there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. If thou do these things, show thyself to the world, for neither did his brethren believe in him. Then Jesus said unto them, My time is not yet come, but your time is always ready. The world cannot hate you, but it hateth me, because I testify of it. Basically, I speak against it, that the works thereof are evil. Go ye up unto the feast. I go not up yet unto this feast, for my time is not yet full come. When he had said these words unto them, he abode still in Galilee. Jesus is basically saying, it's not the right time. I could do this because you want me to, but it's not the right time. I think the word meekness is what comes to my mind. Meekness is a character trait of Christ. It is a fruit of the Spirit. It ought to be made part of the Christian life. And meekness is not weakness. Meekness really means strength under control. It simply means that I exercise it at the right time in the right way. And that means that just because I could say something right now doesn't mean I should. Just because I could do something right now doesn't mean I should. Meekness is that filling of the Spirit, controlled of the Spirit, that maturity that simply says, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the right time. I don't need to address that right now. I do not need to confront that right now. I do not need to solve that right now. I do not need to do that right now. Part of time management is learning priority. It's easy to get caught up in the things you want to do, and then the things you need to do get pushed away. And sometimes it creates the problem of getting back to it because you spent too much time doing things that were not important. Well, the same thing can be true in our lives if we get caught up in our immature selfishness, approaching things because we want to, or because it's what is important to us, or it's motivating to us personally. And then the things that God wants, the things that are truly important, get pushed away, and maybe we don't get to them at all. There's a maturity that goes with timing. And we need to make sure that we're walking in the spirit so we don't fulfill the lust of our flesh. We need to make sure that we're being controlled by the spirit so that we redeem the time, because the days are evil. Making sure that we're making a priority of what God wants and stewarding what God has given to us in the timely manner that He would have us do it. Timing is something that you can do something too early, or you can do something too late. The right time, the fullness of time, is when you do something right on time. And we're so thankful that God gives to us illustrations over and over again in the Bible where, in the fullness of time, or right on time, God does the right thing at the right time in the right way every time. And He will lead us in how to exercise some maturity, denying ourselves and what we want, to yield to what the Spirit of God is teaching us, and telling us what God wants, and making a priority of what He wants, so that everything we do right on time. We do it the right way at the right time, so that God is glorified in it. And so if you find yourself, you know, flying off the handle, you find yourself addressing things just because you're heated about it, or it's consumed you and you're anxious about it or worried about it. Maybe we need to stop, spend a little more time in prayer, asking God not only how should we address it, but when. Because we can do it early, or we can do it late and not be doing it at the right time. And so God will lead us and direct us if we listen to Him and are yielded to Him, to address things at the right time and in the right way. And so I think as we look at this, the disciples are like, Jesus, you've got to let people know who you are and what you're able to do. And Jesus said, not yet. The time isn't right, but the time will come, and I will, but I'll not do it until the time is right. And so learning about timing and how it's tied to maturity. God bless you. Hope you have a great day. I'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.